Good evening, I'm Taylor Thomas with a CTV News update. An update on yesterday's fiery condominium explosion in Gaithersburg. Injured 14, sending 10 to the hospital, 4 of them children. Today, only one person, an adult male, remains hospitalized. That person has been upgraded from critical to stable condition. Meantime, officials say there are still some residents who remain unaccounted for in Building 826. The incident happened yesterday about 8:40 in the morning at the Potomac Oaks condominium in Gaithersburg. A crane was moved onto the scene Wednesday night to help stabilize the damaged building.
There are gas ovens, cooktops in each unit, so that means there's 9 of those that's in the collapse area, the impact area, that we want to retrieve and check all 9 of those. We also outline that there's gas dryers in each of the buildings, commons, laundry room. We need to go to that to get that. Also the gas piping, also anything else. So it's not us focusing on gas. We want to focus on all sources of ignition, all possibilities of what initiated a fire, what initiated a leak, what initiated the explosion.
Some displaced residents began moving back into their units Wednesday. Health and Human Services have set up a fundraising website and shelter to help displaced residents. The Red Cross is also assisting. This is the 3rd major apartment complex explosion in Montgomery County since 2016. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi has decided not to seek a leadership role in the next Congress. Pelosi made the announcement this afternoon after sharing her love for the country, her party, and government. Pelosi received a standing ovation after her address. 20 years ago this month, she became the first woman to be named House Speaker.
And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hours come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect. And I'm grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility.
Meantime, Republicans on the House Congressional Committee that were looking into allegations against Commanders owner Dan Schneider have decided to end the probe. Republicans will take control of the House in January. The man who says the 2020 presidential election was stolen has thrown his hat into the ring again. The twice impeached former president, who widely viewed as the person who orchestrated the deadly January 6 insurrection, made the announcement Tuesday from his Mar-a-Lago estate. CTV did a random sampling of voters to get their take. Here's what some of them had to say.
Hispanic?
Well, no matter who the nation's leader is, we just pray that he'll be someone that'll be, just able to lead the nation properly and do the best job possible.
He should go to a retirement home and sit down. He's done.
I don't have any thoughts about it.
Trump's announcement comes in the wake of midterm elections where Republicans did not fare as well as some expected. Mail-in ballots put one candidate on top in a tight Maryland race. Incumbent Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman declares victory against his Republican challenger Jessica Hare. Hare called Pittman Tuesday night to concede. She initially held a lead after Election Day, but Pittman began to chip away at that lead as mail-in ballots were counted. The board officially has until Friday to count all of the 59,000 mail-in ballots. You're watching CTV News. I'm Taylor Thomas. Back in a moment.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Good evening and welcome back. Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The Maryland Department of Health has confirmed 747 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's County is at 8.35%. 5 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 428 people are hospitalized. Parents, check your mailbox. You might get a letter from the county school board. PGCPS is mailing letters to families impacted by the Comprehensive School Boundary Plan. The letters advising parents of school assignment changes should arrive by November 21st. Officials say the plan will impact more than 8,300 families. As we reported earlier, the consolidation of Concord and Pointer Ridge Elementary schools will be postponed until the fall of 2024. Hyattsville police are investigating a stabbing incident near the downtown area. The incident happened here at the intersection of Baltimore Avenue near Charles Armentrout Drive Wednesday morning. Police say two men were walking along an overpass on Baltimore Avenue near the Anacostia River when the pair met face to face. The suspect stabbed the victim, a 19-year-old man. The victim was sent to the hospital and is still listed in critical condition. Anyone who may have witnessed this is asked to contact Hyattsville police at 301-985-5060. Maryland's Sports Wagering Application Commission has given the green light for 10 mobile sports betting licenses. It is in a month making it after neighboring states and Washington, D.C. approved mobile betting. Officials remain hopeful that Maryland licensees will be open for business by Thanksgiving Day. The next big step before going live is for the commission to confirm that the software used by the companies approved will allow only people within the state of Maryland to place bets. Well, as we head into the holiday, one area farm is gearing up for flocks of customers looking for local homegrown turkeys. Byron Scott has our story.
At Show Enough Turkey Farm in Fulton, customers looking ahead to next Thursday have started picking up their Thanksgiving birds.
They're really, really, really good. That smoked turkey is thebomb.com. They're both delicious, but that smoked one is really good.
On the farm, this is where it starts, with baby birds arriving in the summer.
The baby birds, the poults come starting in June. The last week of June, first week in July, we get our first birds. And then we get birds every 3 weeks throughout the summer. And that allows us the size ranges when we get to November.
The farm has operated as a farm since the 1800s. It became a turkey operation in 1938.
If you've never had a fresh turkey, you don't know what you're missing.
Chris Borer got involved in 1987.
How have things changed over the years?
Dramatically. So in the old days, a lot less mechanization, a lot more labor intensive. It still is a very labor intensive job, but we've tried to mechanize and make things easier on the labor force.
From now through Christmas, Show Enough will sell upwards of 20,000 free-range, high-protein turkeys.
We raise turkeys from 10 pounds to 40 pounds.
40 pounds?
40 pounds. We've seen quite a few 40-pounders this year. The birds this summer, they grew very, very nicely. We've seen birds, the biggest one I saw was just over 48 pounds this year so far.
What size did you get?
We got a 20-pound turkey and then a 7-pound breast. And we got some turkey sausage and turkey bacon.
Borer says the farm fared well during the pandemic, but this year there were concerns about the avian flu, which, according to Reuters, has eliminated 4% of the nation's turkey flock.
Farms close to us in Gettysburg, as close as Gettysburg, so 45 minutes away, we're having outbreaks of avian influenza. So AI is what is commonly referred to, and that's the disease that once it gets into the birds, there's no cure for it. The only way to stop it is to desegregate the entire barn. So you cull everything, kill everything.
Having dodged that bullet, the turkeys are destined to a different fate of sorts, holiday gatherings of Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Byron Scott, CTV News.
The Saturday and Sunday before Thanksgiving are generally the busiest times at the farm. Many moments that recognize minority voices flourished during the pandemic, including those promoting Indigenous issues. Mascot and team names that were long considered offensive were changed. Columbus Day was altered in communities and states across the country to Indigenous Peoples or Native American Day. Now, in honor of Native American Heritage Month, we take a look at how those moments are altering the nation's landscape.
There's a reawakening of America's conscience towards opening up their views about Native people. Personally, I've seen a lot more representation of Native people on television and on social media. people are beginning to learn more about us, especially through social media, where natives now have a equal footing of sharing our culture and our issues. Because young people are mostly on social media, we may change a generation of thinking about who we are.
The National Museum of the American Indian has a host of activities to celebrate the month. November 18th through the 25th, you can catch the Native Cinema Showcase featuring works by Indigenous filmmakers. That includes a special screening on Saturday, November 19th at 2 p.m. called Imagining the Indian, the Fight Against Native American Mascotting. For more information on upcoming events, log on to americanindian.si.edu and search for events. A Silver Spring nonprofit is wrapping up a campaign to get more baby food on the shelves. Since the beginning of the month, the Greater DC Diaper Bank has been hosting its first ever Fall Fuel Up for Babies' Bellies campaign. The goal is to get 3 to 4 months worth of baby and toddler food in its pantry. Officials say due to inventory shortages, the amount of baby food that they normally get went down by 37%.
Shelves that are semi-full, right? So what I will say is that the need continues. Someone said to me, when does this end? And the drive officially ends this week, but we need to keep going. I think one of the things that happens is during the holiday season, there's an outpouring of giving, and we love to see that. But our shelves tend to go empty during non-holiday times as well.
Officials say even though the campaign officially wraps up today, you can still donate. Baby formula can be dropped off at their warehouse in Silver Spring, or you can purchase the products through their Amazon wish list. For more details, visit the website right there on your screen.
Great news, basketball lovers. Bowie State women's basketball team defeated Shepherd University 78-52 in their season home opener. Now, from controlling the boards to forcing turnovers, the Bulldogs dominated this game from start to finish. The Bulldogs were able to force 25 turnovers and snatch down a whopping 55 rebounds in comparison to Shepherd's 38. Last night, I spoke with the game's leading scorer, Shanice Lyons, and this is what she had to say about her team's performance.
I think it was a good morale win. I think it set the tone for what we want to do this season. We want to dominate. We want to do as well as we can. The main thing was defense, getting our hands up on shooters. That's a big thing. Also, just our communication with each other on the court. That has to get better still, but we're working on it. Coming into this year, we want to stay together. We have good chemistry on the team. We have everybody likes each other. Everybody's friends. So it's a great team. Love playing them.
The ladies have a quick turnaround because tomorrow they go up against the California University of Pennsylvania. Now, the Commanders are still on cloud 9 after defeating the #1 team in the Eastern Division this past Sunday. But despite the win, most of the conversation was on whether or not Taylor Heineke will start over Carson Wentz in their next game. But yesterday, head coach Ron Rivera broke the news that Taylor will remain under center. And Taylor told the media he just wants to win.
The biggest thing for me, let's just go win. Let's keep winning, whether me playing or not. It's one of those things where if my number's called and I have to play, let's go out there and play, and I'm going to try to do the best of my ability.
The Commanders match up against the Houston Texans this Sunday at 1 p.m. Well, Taylor, what are we thinking? Are they going to be able to pull out another win in Texas?
I believe it. I told you. I thought that they were going to do it with
Did.
I was a little nervous, but they came out and they showed out. And it's still, everyone's talking about the Eagles. And we have a lot of Eagle fans here. So I want the Eagle fans to know you're in Commander territory.
Definitely.
All right. Well, that wraps up our CTV News Update. I am Taylor Thomas.
And Lorenzo.
Good night.
Good night.